Welcome, fellow travelers. Modmaven here, and I'm happy to bring you a review of this beautiful paradise planet. We're in the Euclid Galaxy in a Viking Tier 3 economy. Glyphs will be shown throughout, so if you want to come build a base, please do, but please be aware of other bases in your surroundings. We'll check out the characteristics of this planet, and then we'll hop up into space and check out the other planets in the system. We'll go up in the space station and check out the ships available and the S-Class upgrades, and we'll round it all out by coming back here and giving this one a vibe score. Let's get to it. Alright, we called this one Eagle Pillars. Basically, we got pillars, we got eagles. Right, so awesome colors on this one too. As we kind of check out the grass here, this aqua-green grass into a yellow kind of golden sky, lots of flyers up in the sky. Really looks nice, especially at night with these awesome rings coming through. A nice bright white with the rings glowing at night, and then we have all these flyers that fly against the rings at night, especially. Really looking great. We do not have any ground creatures on this planet. I know some people may be bent out of shape about that, but there's just so many cool... I mean, just look. There's so many cool flyers, and they're huge, and they're majestic. So this is a really, really great one. Blue water, of course. As we talk about our flora, we've got some really nice purples, dark aqua green grass here. This does not glow at night. A lot of times this kind of aqua grass does, but it's kind of a blue into aqua. You can kind of see it shifting across the water there, that nice bright blue water. Of course, our columns, like we said, purples in the trees. We've got some oranges as well, into some denser areas there of some kind of palm type trees. So really looking great here across all of these awesome kind of rolling hills with our big rock columns. Speaking of our fauna here, unfortunately you can't make these companions, but they sure do look good as you're checking them out here. Like I said, great to check out at night as well. One thing about not having ground creatures, if you need to zip around in an exocraft, if you need to go around and get a bunch of the salvage data or anything like that, dig stuff up, not a bad place to do it. Not as much as gonna be in your way, so to speak. So anyway, really nice break up here of water and into land, and some really majestic looking fauna, especially at night. As we check out our awesome color combinations here, I did want to talk resources for this one. So over on the right there we have star bulb, copper, paraffinium, and salt. So pretty standard resources for a paradise planet there, not bad. And over on weather, you're not going to have any storms on a true paradise planet like this one. So you don't have to worry about that. And also sentinels are intermittent, but they're really only going to bother if you go mess with like a secure building or something like that. So looking good there. Wanted to give you a little bit better view here of our awesome aqua grass as we're moving across over to one of these columns. I wanted to show you that because the inside is hollowed out on a bunch of these and could make for some interesting base building opportunities. So I wanted to show you that real quick from up there. Alright, as we see our sunset here, I wanted to show you a little bit of our aquas and purples from up here, and also these columns. So we talked about them earlier, but there's just these solid rock columns everywhere. This is kind of one of the big features of this particular one. So some options here for building, of course, if you want to kind of like build something up over everything, not worry about anything kind of growing back. You can just like set down right on top of one of these and build out from there. Some of them are hollowed out, like we mentioned, like that one there. So you could do something interesting in there, and then there are also a bunch of them that are solid, like that one there, and some of them even have grass on top of them. So a lot of cool options there. This gives us a great view here too of our sweet rings. Depending on where you build, you can get really close to these rings, whether they're straight overhead or however you may like. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Some great views there. Especially at night with these huge flyers. So we're going to let this one pass for not having any ground creatures just because of these awesome flyers for this one. Alright, as we head out into space here, did want to show you the system freighter. It's got a bit of green on it there, mostly black though. So check that one out. And also wanted to mention the derelict freighter for this particular system. It's got a lot of nests. I'll tell you that. If you don't like bothering with those nests and getting those, busting those guys out and having to fight with those, don't come here. Also, it's a C-class freighter upgrade that comes out of this one for this derelict freighter. So I wanted to let you guys know. I want to start including that in my reviews. But anyway, so there's that. So we do have our paradise planet here that we just came off of. Nice mix of land and water there. Definitely some larger areas of water. We kind of saw the breakup down on the surface there as well. So I'll have some screenshots of the other planets as we check those out. So we have a fiery planet. This one, all three of these actually other planets have high sentinels or aggressive sentinels. So bear that in mind. So we have a fiery planet. This one has some of the mega fauna that kind of looks like it fires like rolling through it. It's pretty cool looking. You can kind of tell from the screenshot, but it may be worth checking out. Then we also have a sub-zero planet. Those have those bouncing pineapple creature guys with flowers on their head. They're pretty cool. And then we also have a vapor one. This one's a little interesting. It has very pointy peaks on it. And there's also some green foliage and trees and so forth that kind of offset the gray with the vapor planet, kind of a gray misty look to everything, but you have some nice green, got some mushrooms around as well, so a pretty good look there. Not bad at all. Alright, let's talk ships in the system. I reloaded next to my fighter back there that I'll show you in just a second that's available in this system, and stood there and let these first wave ships come in. So this gives you an idea kind of as things are coming in and out here. One of them being that one right there. That hauler's pretty cool. Big blue balls. Got to keep them protected. They've got shields. It's green and red for Christmas. If you want a Christmas ball, hauler, there you go. So in any system, you're going to have 21 different configurations of ships. That's things like the wings and the cockpit, the colors and the engines, things like that. So for this one, because we're in a Viking Tier 3 economy, we're going to have 7 different configurations of fighters. And one of those is right back here. It's the one I've been flying around earlier, but this one is just incredible. And to be honest, the ships in this system in general, especially the fighters, are just awesome. I'm going to run around on this guy while more ships come in, but this thing is just incredible looking. Check this out. This light blue into this dark blue on the Starscream wings. It's a single thruster, kind of a mint green into blue. This thing is so good looking. And speaking of good looking, here's another one of the fighters. This is a kind of tomato soup red on the chrome that goes all the way down into some orange. Again, single thruster, no dorsal, with these shockwave wings and kind of a cream off-white. This thing's awesome. Look at it. I mean, what's going on with this system, right? Like, so that's 2, and then I found several more fighters in here. We're gonna have 7 different types, right? So we're then gonna have 3 different haulers. We saw one of them earlier. 3 different explorers. That's one of them. Another one I wanted to bring up though is an explorer that's a base white with orange. I'll put up a screenshot of that. That was a really good looking ship. I did find the exotic for this one as well, and you're gonna have 7 shuttles along with the rest of those different ships. But let's circle back to that exotic. So this is a yellow fixed fin with side thrusters and the kind of gray chrome filigree. I'll put up a screenshot of that. So another one that I wanted to highlight as far as the ships. I just keep going on about them, but more fighters. There's an all-white fighter here, pretty much. It's got a little bit of kind of aqua logo on the side of it, but it's kind of hidden by the heavy kind of storage on the side. So not that one. That one's okay, but this one doesn't have a dorsal fin. I'll put up a screenshot of it, and it's pretty much all white with the Viper nose on it, and it's pretty sweet looking. The only other one we haven't mentioned is a blue barrel nose. So it's base blue. It also has Starscream wings. But I'm telling you, this one right here that I found, I mean here, that's available here. Let me just kind of get a higher view here, is just awesome. I mean, it's so cool looking. Look at that thing. That kind of base white as well. Just awesome looking. Let me know in the comments if you like seeing this first person view when we're talking about the fighters, or whether you prefer the third person. Let me know, because I've kind of been switching back and forth, and I'm not sure which one's better. But while we're here and watching more of these ships coming in and out of here, let's talk S-Class upgrades. So for your exosuit, you've got thermal protection from hot and cold. That's not too bad. A couple of things to note as well. For your multi-tool, this is a B-class cabinet. It has a kind of pistol style that has kind of a aqua blue and red. I'll put up a screenshot of that. That barrel nose that we mentioned earlier is coming into the station right now, if you want to kind of see that in the background as we're talking about upgrades. So that's a pretty good looking ship as well. I know we keep going on and on about it, but anyway, here's your S-Class upgrades. Also up here of note, they do sell chlorine, so if you're flipping chlorine, trying to make some money, that's a good way to do it up here as well. Alright, we're going to take this awesome fighter we found here in this system back to the surface, and we're going to give this one a vibe score. See you down there. Now it's time to give this planet a vibe score. The vibe score I give a planet is very subjective, but takes into account a lot of different factors on kind of how it makes me feel to hang out and vibe for a while. I figured we'd fly around a bit. I didn't get this particular companion here, but these long-tail butterflies are just awesome. But anyway, we're going to fly around with some of our eagle friends up here and check this one out. Awesome aqua grass, our purples and oranges in the palm tree kind of things there. Bright blue water back behind us, these cool columns, we got rings in the sky. This really is a nice one, and I really picked it for its color palette, for those awesome eagles that you can see the shadow of there, and also just those at night as well that we checked out are really cool. And also just especially the ships here, I mean, they were just incredible. I mean, I grabbed that one with the star screams on the side. I think I'm going to keep it. I know that's a big decision, right? We've only got 6 slots, but I think I'm going to keep that ship. It is just awesome. Anyway, we got a few more planets, aggressive sentinels, you know, so not amazing there. But of course, we are in a 3-tier economy, so, you know, pretty good there. And, you know, all in all, this is a really nice one. This color palette's just amazing. We're going to give this one a 7 out of 10. With that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to catch that vibe. Special thanks goes out to my supporters over on buymeacoffee.com. I do appreciate your support, and would also appreciate the support of all you who are watching still as we make this journey across the Euclid Galaxy, taking in all these paradise planets. It's been a lot of fun every week doing this, and I hope that you'll show some support and join me, and we will see you next time. Bye all.